Hey, what is up everyone? This is PvT-Mitten's, and today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different today. I'm going to be doing my top 13 horror movies that I watch every year for Halloween. Since we're in, October and all. There's 13 movies here. As you can see, they're all Blu-ray except for two. It's just my list. I know there's going to be a lot of people asking where's this and that, so without further ado, let's actually begin. 13, we have the Tremors. I was going to say the Tremors are. This was Kevin Bacon's first movie that made him big. I'm not going to be spoiling anything for any of these movies. Yeah, I actually thoroughly enjoyed this movie. I think it's a low budget sci-fi horror comedy. Think of Shaun of the Dead, except less budget. It's utterly fantastic. I know a lot of people have seen this before, but I do love it, and it's number 13. So number 12, we have 13 Ghosts. This is the remake. I know a lot of people actually prefer the original, the black and white one. I personally think this is better, but for it to be better, I highly recommend watching the extras after you watch the movie, because it tells you about the other ghosts that don't get a backstory. Yeah, for anyone that has not seen this movie, just to say, it involves 13 ghosts, and yeah, I'm actually not going to spoil it because I think there's a few people who have not seen this version. But yeah, number 12, really like that movie. Number 11, the original Friday the 13th. Now, a lot of people are going to be thinking this is higher. Well, no, I don't think it's better than the ones that are coming up. And also, the reason I picked the first movie over the others is because I like the pacing of this movie, and also like the fact that it's more. It's not as supernatural as the later ones, which, give or take, if you like that kind of stuff, that's all well and good. But I think this is the better one in the series. So yeah. Next we have Shaun of the Dead. Now, a lot of people were expecting this on anyone's list. It's utterly fantastic. It's well done. It's really smart for its genre, more or less. When you get all these comedies about, zombies and that nowadays, it's all shit. Like, I mean, you got like the likes of zombie strippers and fucking all that crap. This kick-started that, and it did it so well that everyone I talked to has seen this movie. I think everyone's seen this movie, so yeah, let's get on with that. So, number 9 is George Romero's Land of the Dead. Now, the reason I picked this over his other works, which I know a lot of people are expecting his other works instead of this one, I actually really enjoyed this. I like the casting. I like the actual premise of the story. The effects are fantastic, but then again, it's George Romero. Effects are always good in his movies. So yeah, I'm not going to be spoiling anything for this movie either, because I know a lot of people haven't. Yeah, it's fantastic, and you got to check it out if you haven't. Remember, this is my list, so don't get upset. So up next we have the original Saw, the only Saw that I actually think is really, really good. Yeah, the twist ending was fantastic. Didn't see it coming, and unfortunately, everyone remembers this series for the violence, not the genius the first movie had. Even the second actually had quite really good, plots in that there. But Mad Max actually inspired this series, oddly enough. So yeah, everyone's seen Saw. There's the original, fantastic. It's got Danny Glover in it, one of my favorite actors. So yeah. So up next we have Jaws, one of the greatest movies ever made, and arguably probably Spielberg's second best movie ever made, I'd say. It's utterly fantastic. Everyone has seen this movie. The music is phenomenal. I mean, I don't really need to go on, actually, to be honest, because it's Jaws. Everyone's seen this movie. So up next we have Hellraiser. I've always been a Hellraiser fan over the likes of Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, and that there. I just love Pinhead. I think he's done really well, and I love this movie. And I know a lot of people won't go near this movie because they think it's too satanic. Fucking idiots. But I love this movie, and it's just unfortunate the series got worse and worse after the, every iteration. But yeah, Hellraiser, fantastic movie. Next we have 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later. I'm actually counting days. Forget weeks. It's days because unfortunately they come together. And I don't know what the DVD is. 28 Days Later was fantastic. The music was phenomenal. I mean, the music is still used. I've seen other things use the music, which was actually quite odd. The whole concept of the zombies, being fast and all that there, had been done a few times before, but not like this, where they actually were fearful. You know what I mean? They really put the fear in you. But if you haven't seen this or the second one, by all means, definitely check it out. I would definitely recommend, watching these two. Just be warned, though, that weeks is definitely a letdown. And unfortunately, we haven't got months, which was supposed to be coming out. So, yeah. Number 4, Outpost. This isn't on Blu-ray, that's why I've got the DVD here. Best way to describe this without spoiling it, because I know a lot of people have not seen this. It's a supernatural horror done very well. With the characters that are in it are supposed to be very unlikable, and I actually like the way they did that because, the way the story is, it wouldn't have made any sense if one of them was likable, kind of thing. But utterly fantastic movie, definitely worth checking out. It's really, really good. I want this on Blu-ray. Oddly enough, they released the second on Blu-ray, which I don't know why the first never got the release, when everyone agrees the first is the better movie. But yeah. So number 3, we're down to the top 3. Alien. Now, this is the anthology. This is all 4 of the original movies. I'm counting Alien because Alien was a horror movie. The others weren't really so much horror. Alien is phenomenal. I mean, we've all seen it. We've all loved it. I honestly believe it's one of the greatest movies ever made. And yeah, there's not much really to say. It hasn't been said about this series. I just realized she's kissing that fucking alien. Just cover that. Yeah. So yeah, Alien 1, definitely. Number 2, An American Werewolf in London. This is actually my top 3 favorite movies of all time. I utterly enjoy this movie. I actually have had the privilege to meet the actor that actually played the werewolf, David Nottingham. And he's a really swell guy, but the actual movie, everyone has seen. I mean, the effects for the werewolf for their time was phenomenal. It still looks very well done today. I mean, it has showed its age, but yeah, everyone's seen this movie. Utterly fantastic. It's just unfortunate the sequel, the American Werewolf in Paris, was a bit of a letdown. And number 1, my favorite movie of all time, Dog Soldiers. Every time I bring up horror with friends and family, they've never seen this movie, and I'm just like, what? So it's about 5 months ago, actually, I lent it to a friend of mine, a family member of mine, and she said, oh, I've never seen Dog Soldiers. So I lent her it, got it back a few days later, and she was just like, that was amazing. And I was like, told you. Without spoiling this, it's obviously werewolves. Obviously, because, I mean, yeah, Dog Soldiers. This is a comedy as well as a horror. It's very along the lines of, say, Shaun of the Dead, except this came before Shaun of the Dead. The effects are phenomenal. I think anyone will agree this has the best looking werewolves ever seen in a movie. It also has Sean Petrie in it, and I forgot what you call the Scottish guy, but for anyone that doesn't know, is Sean Petrie does the voice of Radek from Killzone. He's in this movie. The Scottish guy is actually the voice of Soap from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and 3, so yeah, you've got some actual game voice actors in there. The twist, unfortunately, you can see a mile off. Bit of a shame, actually. But definitely check this out. It's a brilliant movie. I know Devil watches this every year, same as I do, and it's just an utter fantastic movie. So anyway, that's my movies. That's my list, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let us know in the comments what your list would be and what you recommend something to me maybe I haven't seen before. But as I said before, there is some movies that aren't in this list that maybe people were expecting to see, which I probably have seen, to be honest. But yeah, these are my lists, my movies, sorry, that I picked. So anyhow, this is Private Mittens. Thanks for watching, guys, and take care. See you later.